I got out a lot of my anger yesterday in the president of the United States, but someone brought this to my attention. I'm gonna read it first, and I want you guys to um, just it'll make sense. This is 18 U.S. Code 2381 for treason. Whoever, owing allegiance to the United States, levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death, or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined under this title, but not less than $10,000, and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States. June 25th, 1948. Now, I bring this up. Someone actually super chatted me this yesterday. And I was like, I'm going to look into that. I want to know what that's about. I want to know what that's about. So, I have a few things that I want to talk about. The Taliban now has $85 billion worth of taxpayer-funded U.S. military equipment. $85 billion has been left there. Shortly after, President Joe Biden abruptly withdrew U.S. troops from Afghanistan, the Afghan government collapsed, and President Ghani fled the country. When faced with advancing Taliban fighters, the Afghan military also shrunk away despite 2 decades of U.S. time, effort, and taxpayer dollars poured into military equipment designated for the Afghans. The Taliban quickly seized this bureaucratic void and took over the capital city of Kabul, where thousands of pieces of American weaponry and military tools were lying in wait. Representative Jim Banks warned that due to the negligence of this administration, the Taliban possess more than $85 billion worth of U.S. military equipment, including 75,000 vehicles, more than 200 airplanes and helicopters, more than 600,000 small arms and light weapons. He continues, the Taliban now has more Black Hawk helicopters than 85% of the countries in the world. This is a video of what he was saying there. In addition to the weaponry and other heavy machinery, Banks said the Taliban also have access to tools such as night vision goggles, body armor, medical supplies, and biometric device containing fingerprints, scans, and other biometric information of United States Afghan allies. This administration still has no plans to get the military equipment back or these supplies back. Banks said, continuing on. The Biden administration lamented the loss over the last 2 weeks, but has yet to name any specific plans to recover any of the losses because they don't. He doesn't want to get that stuff. They want to continue this war. That's what I think. Just take everyone out. We'll convince all of our supporters that it was for the best, and that's exactly what these people believe. But the fact that they have the biometric devices with all the data, and I don't know what any American information is on there. They certainly have the Afghan allies. But then there's this. The U.S. officials provided Taliban with names of Americans and Afghans' allies. Now, it was under the guise to let them through if they come up. They gave them a list of the American citizens that are still in Afghanistan? What is it, a death note? What do you think these people are going to do with that list? They're acting like they're going to work with these people. Hey, newsflash, Biden. These people hate you. They hate society as we know it. They think that everything that we are is wrong. And they want to take us out. They hate you. They hate us. This isn't going to go well. The U.S. officials in Kabul gave the Taliban a list of names of American citizens, green card holders, and Afghan allies to grant entry into the military-controlled outer perimeter of the city's airports, a choice that prompted outrage behind the scenes from lawmakers and military officials. Yeah, and me, and citizens. It's not just lawmakers and military officials. This is treason. Hold on, let me go back. Let me just bounce back to, here we go again. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States, I'm fairly certain the President of the United States does, yep, levies war against them, adheres to their enemies, giving them aid, giving them $85 billion worth of military equipment, medical supplies, biometric data, lists of American citizens that are in Afghanistan. So what, you think that they're going to look at that list and be like, we should let those people through? Or do you think they're going to look at that list and be like, they want these people, we're going to hold them hostage? Don't you think that makes more sense to them? Oh, they want these people out. All right, so we should probably go capture these people. What do you think, Biden? He doesn't think. Who am I kidding? This man isn't the one in charge. There's no doubt in my mind that this dude is an old, doddering old man. Militant checkpoints. This is from Jake Tapper. I can't believe I'm using Jake Tapper right now. 2 private citizens involved in evacuation efforts tell him Talibs at the checkpoint near the Ministry of Interior are now turning away U.S. passport holders and lawful permanent residents of the United States. Well, what a surprise. Wow. Really? Is anyone out there surprised? Anyone at all? I'm not. Not in the slightest. Of course they're turning them away. Because they have their list. Or even still, oh, you're an American? No. You're in our control now. Go back. I'm surprised they're not just being apprehended right then and there. But where are they going to go anyway? They're stuck. I don't know how many people know who Jocko is. This is Jocko Willink. This dude is an absolute beast. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, of course he's posting this. He posted on Instagram. I don't know if he posted it here. Here. I'm going to play it. I don't care. I'm going to play it for you guys right now.
Good evening. I wanted to give you an update on the current situation in Afghanistan. As you know, we were set to leave Afghanistan this month, and as we began the final drawdown, I made some critical errors. Namely, I underestimated the strength of the Taliban, and I overestimated the strength and capability of the friendly Afghan forces. This was my fault. And due to my mistake, the Taliban has taken control of Afghanistan. There are reports now that ISIS and Al-Qaeda are working alongside them. Unfortunately, there are tens of thousands of Americans on the ground there, as well as friends and allies of America on the ground. Now, these people, Americans and our allies, are all stranded. And that is my fault. But they will not be stranded for long. In the next 48 hours, America will be in control of most major airports in Afghanistan. Any resistance we meet from the Taliban or otherwise when we seize these airports will be destroyed completely and without mercy. From those airports, we will conduct rapid strike rescue missions until we have recovered and evacuated all our citizens, allies, and friends. Any person that interferes with these operations will be killed. We will also recover or destroy all aircraft, vehicles, weapons, and sensitive equipment that we left behind. Any person utilizing, guarding, or located in close proximity to these weapons or equipment will be killed. Once we have evacuated all friendly personnel and recovered or destroyed the weapons and equipment left behind, we will depart Afghanistan. But we will continue to monitor everything that happens in Afghanistan through our ground and airborne surveillance equipment. Terrorist training camps or activity will be targeted and destroyed. Gross violations of human rights will be stopped through overwhelming force. And any group in Afghanistan fighting for freedom, liberty, and basic human rights will be supported through special operations forces and ruthless precision air power. We will continue that dedicated support until the enemy is no longer a threat to humanity or to the good people of Afghanistan. May God bless America, and may God have mercy on the souls of our enemy, because we will not. That is all. Good.
That is what Biden would never say. That's what a leader would say. That's what we should have done. Get our people out. Take our stuff back. And not arm the enemy that we spent 20 years fighting for nothing. Those young kids, 20 years old, 3 weeks from being a dad. Those men did not need to die. Period. And Biden, I mean, I can't think of a way it's not treason that you helped them. You gave them American names on who's there. That's aiding the enemy. You gave them $85 billion worth of equipment. You gave it to them by leaving the way you did. That's not the plan. How dare you mention Trump at all? He goes, I take responsibility fundamentally for what happened, but you got to remember the previous administration. No. This is on you, Biden. Shame on you. Shame on you and your bloody hands. It's a tough episode today, guys. I'm normally like smiles and optimistic, and it's tough. My brother's a Marine, right? My brother just spent the last 6 years of his life serving. It could have been my brother. It could have been my brother out there, Like it's tough to find the words. These guys, they're heroes. If you serve, thank you. I appreciate you.